What's up, guys? So I'm making a response and a reaction to Yogo Man's announcement that he wants to climb Denali. I've known Yogo Man since 2008. We went to school from grade 5 to grade 11. We rode on the same school bus. We were in the same class in grade 5. His mom was a substitute teacher in grade school, middle school, and high school. We were on the same cross country team. I was a little bit better than him at cross country, even though I suck at endurance and I have good strength and above average speed. And he didn't train as hard as he could have. Although I do think he could have, if there was hammer throw up here in Alaska, I do think he could have been good at hammer throw. And I think he has good gene polymorphisms for strength. And if he had been focused on training, then he could have been a beast. But that being said, I've known Yogo Man since 2008. Okay. I've known him since 2008. We went to grade 5 together in the same class. We went to school together until grade 11. Okay. So I've known him for quite a while. Also, my family's been in Alaska for 63 years. My grandparents came up to Anchorage in 1960 from Boston, Massachusetts. My mom was born here. My mom's brothers were born here. I was born here. My mom's nephews were born here. My younger brother was born here. Like, I have quite the legacy in the state of Alaska. Furthermore, in terms of sports in Alaska, my family's in the same discussion as like other longtime Alaskan sports families, such as the Weish family, the Haynes and Randall family, the Tosi family, the Tufanga and Angafa family, the Elliott family, longtime Alaska sports families. The Lujan and Hines families, like I said, other longtime, the Fenumiai and Alalio families, other longtime Alaska sports families. My family's in the same discussion because guess what? My mom, for quite a while, held the record at Mount Marathon. I believe she still holds the record at Bird Ridge. She holds the record at Crow Pass. She was a beast at mountain running. My mom's older brother, who's more genetically similar to me, is on Service's all-time list for discus. As he's also on Service's all-time list as a Greco-Roman wrestler. In football, as a special teamer, as a cornerback and running back, he's one of the greatest that Service has ever produced. He played his D1 ball at Yale. My mom's younger brother is on Service's all-time list for the 1600 and the 3200, okay, as well as for skiing, Nordic skiing. I'm on South High's all-time list for the 100 meters. My mom's nephew was all CIC DH at South High for baseball. So, my family has quite the extensive sporting record, and we know how intense and how crazy mountain climbing is. Furthermore, we know how sketchy and dangerous the mountains are. 1983, my grandpa survived a sheep hunting accident in the Wrangell St. Elias Mountains. Lost the big toe in his right foot, but alhamdulillah, he survived. He survived a scary sheep hunting accident. So that kind of served as a warning to me, don't go up in the mountains. Unless you're going to go to like the foothills and trap Wolverine or wolf. I mean, never had that opportunity. And again, I'm a city boy, right? I'm a city boy. I'm kind of a Guido, right? But, going to the mountains is always dangerous. And, my grandpa surviving a sheep hunting accident in 1983, it serves as a lesson for those going up to the mountains that the mountains are hella sketchy. And I avoid the mountains like a plague. I don't think it's a good idea to go up in the mountains, especially to Denali. I think Denali is just hella sketchy. You have to contend with wildlife. You have to contend with altitude. You have to contend with bad weather and steep slopes. You have to contend with all these other variables, and it's just not a good idea. So as your former neighbor and as your grade 5 classmate, Ian, I urge you strongly not to go up to Denali and climb. I urge you not to climb Denali. I believe you have other talents, bro. I believe you could be an amazing hammer thrower. I believe you could be a good power lifter. I believe you could be a good weightlifter or a good strongman if you trained in those sports. So if you want to challenge yourself and achieve something in sports, instead of maybe mountain climbing, maybe choose like something like shot put or hammer or weightlifting or powerlifting or strongman, because I believe you have good genetics for those, and I believe that you're wasting your talents by trying to chase mountain climbing. And I believe there's something less risky and something more fun and something more rewarding that you could do instead of trying to chase Denali and chase mountain climbing. Again, this might be just me speaking as a total Guido and as a strength athlete myself. But again, there's other things you can chase that are less risky and more satisfying, more rewarding in the long run, right? I know people that have climbed Denali. I know people that have climbed Denali. My good friend, my buddy Canyon Tobin, former service high skier, has climbed Denali. You know, his mom Nora Tobin also climbed Denali. I know them; they're good longtime family friends. Actually, we're both affiliated with South Central Training Group. I'm the only strength athlete affiliated with South Central Training Group. I'm actually also spokesperson for South Central Training Group. I took over from my younger brother. So, and I've always kind of been like the older brother of South Central Training Group, even though I'm the only strength athlete there. But I urge you, Ian, to not climb Denali. Maybe choose a different sport that's less sketchy. Maybe a strength sport I think you could be good at, like powerlifting or weightlifting or strongman or something. I urge you to choose one of those, because again, this mountain crap it's crazy, dude. And my grandpa survived a sheep hunting accident in '83, and you know, he was lucky. Allah was looking out for him, and yeah, it's like you know, it's something sketchy to go in the mountains, and bro, it's just hella sketchy. Don't climb Denali. Just don't. Don't. Just do something in town, bro. Like, do something that's less sketchy and that's more rewarding. Like, I don't know. Maybe make a documentary about something else instead of about climbing Denali. Or maybe take motivation from Mitchell Hooper and start strongman. I don't know, bro, but just climbing mountains, hella scary, hella sketchy, and I don't recommend it. So that's just my 2 cents as a lifelong Alaskan and as the grandson of someone who survived a sheep hunting accident. But I don't know. Put what you think in the comments. Should Yogo Man climb Denali or should he not climb Denali? Again, I just think it's too sketchy, but I don't like the mountains. I avoid the mountains. I'm kind of a city boy. I'm kind of a Guido, you know, so I'm kind of a meathead. So, you know, it is what it is. But that's just my 2 cents. So, yeah, that's all for now. Peace.